Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick side-by-side review of the Keurig K-Duo Plus versus the Ninja CP301. I bought the Keurig because my K-Cup only Keurig broke. Did a lot of research on different reviews of machines. I passed up the Ninja because initially it seemed like overkill. The Keurig was nice and streamlined, had some really cool functions, such as, obviously it does K-Cups and it makes a pot. I wanted a coffee maker with a pot again, because especially when you have a travel mug that's more than 12 ounces, now you're having to do multiple K-Cups, right? That's expensive and wasteful. The removable water reservoir is really cool, and the fact that you can place this reservoir on the left, the right, or the back of the machine was a big selling point for me. So you can place that reservoir wherever it makes the most sense and is easiest to fill up. Front-loading filter, right? So if it's underneath the cabinet, it's easy to fill with coffee. The K-Cup compartment is going to be back under the cabinet. It might be awkward, but it works, right? It's doable. It makes coffee fine. As far as time goes, right? It doesn't take very long to heat up and all that. It makes a hot cup of coffee when you do the K-Cup function. However, it is a different story with the pot or the Carafe. So I set the auto brew function for 6 a.m. and by 6:15, after waking up and taking a shower, came and poured a coffee, put a little bit of creamer in it, and then realized my coffee was lukewarm. And now I was microwaving a coffee from a close to $200 coffee machine. And the taste out of the Carafe, I've played around with the brew strength, how much coffee versus water. I've played around with all that, and it really it doesn't taste good. So I decided to initiate the return, order the Ninja, and I'm glad I did. So it too has a front-loading basket. It has a removable water reservoir, right? It's only going to be in this one position or area of the coffee machine. I can live with that, right? The main thing is I didn't want to have to drag the machine out from underneath the cabinet to fill it with water, and nope. It's the removable tank. Regardless of which machine you buy one with a removable tank. You'll be glad you did. This machine was a little bit intimidating at first, right? But after you unbox it and read the instructions, it was actually quite easy to set up. The clock was easy to set up. The, delayed brew function was easy to set up. And, playing around with the buttons and kind of figuring that out, that didn't really take all that long. It's a really nice looking machine. It will make you coffee. It'll make tea. It can do iced, cold brew, specialty drinks. It comes with a few recipes even. It has built-in scoop and storage. It has the little swing-out frother. So this machine really will do it all. But the most important part is that it has a hot plate. So, it makes a really good tasting cup of coffee. Far better than the Keurig. And I'm not a coffee snob, but I can tell you, the Ninja, hands down, much better tasting cup of coffee. And you'll still have hot coffee 15 minutes after it's finished brewing with this hot plate. I didn't think about that with the Keurig. I thought that thermal Carafe would be fine, sufficient, but it isn't. So all in all, if you're having a hard time deciding between the two machines, they take up about the same amount of counter space. The Keurig sticks out a little further. The Ninja is wider than the Keurig, so I think it's a wash as far as how much actual space they take up. But if you're having a hard time deciding, I would recommend this Ninja CP301 every time over the Keurig. They're about the same price. It does a lot more. I would go ahead and buy the 3-year warranty. My little K-Cup only machine was only a year and a half old when it broke. So I think the warranty for 3 years was like between $25 and $30. That's about $10 a year. That's worth it, right? To have an additional 2 years, 3 to 2 years worth of warranty on it. So yeah, I hope this review helps. I want to clarify one thing in the reviews. I didn't catch it. It does come with a permanent filter. And the tea basket wherever I put it. Also comes with a filter. So I ordered 2 of these little mesh filters, which I can return now. So if you're thinking about buying the machine and you don't need to buy a filter or a permanent filter for it. It does come with the coffee filter and a tea filter. So buy the Ninja, skip on the Keurig. I hope this helps. Bye.
This is a review for Keurig Duo. As you can see right here, this is the little thing that goes into the coffee maker, and then you put your K-cups in there and you close it, and that's how you brew those. Also, I've got a filter that's a permanent filter that you don't throw away, and you just fill it up with coffee inside of there, and then you put this little lid on it, and then it goes in there. And when you're ready to brew your coffee, you hit the on button, and then it's going to give you an option. Do you want, I didn't hit it hard enough. Do you want K-cups or do you want the filter? Here's the filter. I'm going to do that K-cup that I just added in there. And then I'm going to tell it to make it strong. And I usually do 8 ounces and then on. And this is an extremely quiet coffee maker. I used to have another Keurig and it was very loud and I wasn't happy with it. Also, the coffee from this coffee maker is extremely hot, which is one of the reasons I purchased it. You can also see here I've got filters that go into the reservoir there. And you use these filters and you replace them every so often. It helps keep your coffee even more filtered. We use filtered water, but it's always good to filter as much as you can. It comes with this big carafe, which is very nice when you brew your pot. That's what I like. But then there are times when you want more room. You take out these 2 things and you've got room to put a tall cup or even some kind of a pot to make tea. And that's my review, and I would recommend this coffee maker to anybody.
This is like a first for me. Seems like this thing arrived all wet, straight out of the package. Look at this. Basically, I lifted this thing up. This cover. This is also soaked. It's also soaked in here. Inside the box. See droplets here. Seems like this must have been used, and I guess they forgot to drain it before repacking it. This is deplorable. Shame on Amazon. Trying to resell used. See what's going on here. is water here. Should explain. Feels kind of heavy. Hey, how's it going?
We just got the Keurig Duo Plus. We had the Keurig Duo, but it went out on us. What I like about this is how compact it is compared to the standard Duo. And why that is because the drop of the K-cup insert, which is here, and the coffee insert are all in one, so they're not two separate. And then it comes with the craft. That looks really nice under here. Stainless steel. Also came with this measuring little thing. And then what's really nice about this too, when I was looking at other brands, is that a Yeti or like an on-the-go cup fits under here. Sometimes the Keurig or other K-cup type appliances are shorter and they don't allow you to do a tumbler of any sort. So that's nice. And then this piece for the water is here.
Already shut off. 14 seconds in. Turn on. Shut off. Shut off.
This Keurig is probably easily my most favorite purchase that I've gotten on Amazon. I love how convenient it is, how versatile it is. I don't have the Carafe in there at the moment. It's stored away. But this right here,
very easy to clean. Right now it's a little dirty, I need to clean it. I like how the water chamber, you can move it from like the right side right here, you can move it to the back, you can move it to the left side, and it's just a quick, easy switch. I would highly recommend this product. I don't have any doubts about it. I have had zero issues with it since I've had it. I've had it probably since about Christmas. I actually recommend this to all my friends and family.
You put your pot in there. Or if you want grounds, you can do it in here. But I also bought paper because they said that sometimes the grounds go through the screen. So you can put a paper in there as well, basket. And then you can do a pot if you want. Or you can do your cup. That fits under there. Yay.
If it's not 8 ounces, I'll fill this up.
Get a measuring cup ready. There you go, buddy. There's your cup.
Just got this. Just UPS just brought this. Just opened it up. There's nothing. This is broke. This is broke. It was not in the box. It can't be put back on. It's broke. And it came this way. I need a new one. I need a new one. This is the third time I have ordered this. And each time I get something broken.
And it wasn't broken during
And it was not broken during shipping. Because the part was not in the box.
Okay, so we have full tank of water, turning it on. Setting it for the coffee pot, 12 cups, and start. And that's what it does. Okay.
aquí vienen las funciones. Y este es el cosito para poner los cabos.
That's it.
That's exactly when she's saying that this is something that I said to somebody else. That's true. She has to prove to everybody